there was never an incident that happened that inspired me to write the book. However, there was um i I had a feeling. So this is how this novel was actually born, and I'm not lying over there. I was sitting in my room and I had this feeling that somebody was looking at me, and I don't know why, and I felt like that person was not in the room but somewhere outside. And I have been stalked. I have been stalked. I mean, we have stalked people, and we've been stalked. That happens all the time. And I don't know why, but I felt such a fear go down me. It, like, I felt it in the pit of my stomach, and I felt so vulnerable in those few seconds. It was like, as a woman, you know, when you feel vulnerable, you don't know like what you're gonna do, how you're going to extract yourself out of that situation. And I remember incidents, when I was growing up, we were just going to for your tuitions and all, and there are people stalking you, like boys and all stalking you, and you don't know what to do. So it was one such moment, and there was nobody there. There was nobody. I was very aware of that. But this one time, what I did was, I did not allow this fear to just, I didn't shove it under the carpet, and I just felt it completely. I let it ripple in my body. I got goosebumps, and it's like it was a very visceral sort of a feeling. And in that moment, this novel was born. I don't know whether it was that idea trying to come to me. It was like, what will happen? What happens if this exact thing happens to a young girl, that somebody is stalking her? She doesn't have an idea of who that person is or those people are, and she feels vulnerable, and she has to deal with her fears. And she is, you know making her a 19-year-old was like, giving her a big challenge. At that age, when you were a teenager, you don't know what to do, and her parents are not there with her.
Right.
She doesn't have anyone to lean on, and she's got to figure it out for herself what to do. So I think that sort of increased the complexity for the character. But yeah, this was one incident that sort of inspired me to write the whole book. And once I leaned into that idea, Monica, I'm telling you, once I leaned into my feelings, the whole sort of characters, the voices, they just came like that. I could hear Samir. I can still hear him in my head, and I could just it flowed beautifully. And there is this line that the novel starts with, where somebody is actually Samir is actually looking at this girl, his love interest. And this actually just came in, the first 20 pages just came in like that. Once I leaned into my fears, it was like, Nikki walks through the glass door of her office looking like a diva. She's wearing a navy blue flowing dress, the same one I had gifted her yesterday. Is this a sign, perhaps? And then he's describing her like he's objectifying her. And then he's like, but I don't like whatever she's done to her hair. I just want to remove it. I don't want it there. And it was like, people want to do things to you, and you have no control on what other people want to do with you. And these energies are very real. They touch you, they affect you. So this is how I came to write Seconds Later. A whole book was born out of those feelings, and insecure.